We're here now with Kiefer Sutherland. He stars in the new Western Forsaken, and for the first time on screen, he teams up with his father, Donald. They play a father and son who need to repair their relationship. Take a look.
There ain't no God. There is no God? All I'm saying is if there was ever a time the man needed God, it was then, and trust me, he wasn't there. If you're expecting God to save you, he ain't gonna.
And Kiefer Sutherland joins us now. That is a powerful scene right there. And I read that actually you were doing that scene with your dad, you actually stopped and watched him act.
Well, there was a moment there, and you have to understand, I wanted to work with my father for 30 years.
You've been in the same movies but never acted together.
We've been in one movie together, A Time to Kill, but we had never actually exchanged a line of dialogue together. And I've watched him for my whole life. And to have the opportunity to work with him was something I wanted my whole career. And I think he's an unbelievable physical actor. And there was something he was doing in that scene with his hand that caught my eye, and I was like thinking as an actor, oh, I should remember that, that's really cool. And then I thought, well, maybe it would have been better if I had remembered the dialogue that I was supposed to say at that moment. Yeah.
So why did it take so long, and what was it about this movie?
For me, I remember watching on Golden Pond when I was really young, and I thought between Jane Fonda and Henry Fonda, that was a perfect movie for the two of them to do. And I think I kept waiting for this perfect piece of material to land on my desk, and it never did. And at some point I just realized maybe I should take it upon myself to try and help develop that material, and so that's what we did.
And it looks like it paid off.
Well, for me it did. The experience is something I will never forget. It was the most time I've actually spent with my father at one time in my life. And it's a memory and an experience that I will treasure for the rest of my life.
That's so cool. Now, you also have a great new series coming up here on ABC. It's called Designated Survivor, and you star in it as that cabinet secretary we see every year at the State of the Union who has to stay away in case catastrophe happens. At the Ramada. In this one, catastrophe happens. You become president.
Yes. And it's, we were talking earlier, for me, the thing that makes me most nervous about this show is that it's one of the most beautifully written things that I've ever read in my entire career. So if it doesn't work, it's kind of our fault. We start shooting in about 3 weeks. It will air in the fall, and I think it's one of the most exciting dramas that I've read, and can't wait to start shooting.
We can't wait for it, and you know, this is Throwback Thursday, so we want to go back 30 years for you. Stand By Me.
Come on, LaChance, give me the gun. You must have at least some of your brother's good sense.
My cheap dime store hood.
Some hair you had there.
Yes, and I have to say, the smile on their faces, all of them, when he got to say that line when we were shooting it, I still remember it today. It made us all laugh. They were so excited to be able to actually come back at us. That was one of the great, you know, I was so lucky and fortunate to have that as one of the first films I did in my career. It made me smile.
It was only the beginning. Forsaken is in theaters now. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks so much.